悲しみが今セーラスマイ奇跡を起こすのセーラウィー誰だって輝く星を持つ負けない明日へセーラへ絶対捕まえるセーラスターこの誓い届け銀河まで
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Kenny, and we're back with Sailor Moon Crystal Act 20. And this one is called Crystal Tokyo King Endymion. Guys, this one's going to be short and sweet because there's really not too much to go. There's not too much detail. But the secrets and everything has come out. King Endymion exposes himself, and he comes to, Tuxedo Mask, Sailor Venus, Sailor Moon. All of them are trying to figure out what is going on. King Endymion basically tells them he's the future version of Tuxedo Mask, and he has Chibiusa to, introduce herself, which she later to say that she is Small Lady Usagi Suskino, no, Usagi Lady Serenity Suskino, which means she's the daughter of King Endymion. Now, the writing's already on the walls, who she belongs to, but Usagi sits there and play dumb, because he says she belongs, she's the queen, she's the daughter of the queen and I. So Usagi's like, who's the queen? He's like, male queen Serenity is your future self. She like passes out like, what? I'm queen and this is my child? And I'm like, yeah. you know? Well, the reason why it doesn't shock me, guys, because I've seen it when it came out in the 90s. So basically I already knew. So, that's why there's really no that's the reason why you don't see any, basic shock on my face or in my voice. But anyway, so Luna and Artemis finds out that Diana belongs to them. Now, King Endymion basically tells them about Nemesis, which is a rogue, which the people that went there, there are rogue people who, don't agree with what the queen has done. And what the queen did, she basically granted, the humans 1,000 years to live. Now, that does not mean that you can't die. She just granted extra life with the silver crystal. Um, because she stopped aging at the age of 22, and she gave birth to Chibiusa at the age of 22. And King Endymion basically became, when he married into the family, the silver crystal granted him, eternal youth as well. So he basically was still at the age of 22. So through all of this, Chibiusa is trying to figure out what is going on. They asked the king, do he know what happened? He don't even know. All he knows is the other four guardians, and he did not survive the explosion. But their bodies were kept in, in a room where, in the next room to, I don't even remember. But at this point, Usagi is basically fading away. And the reason why this is happening because Tuxedo Mask is too. Endymion lets them know that the reason why they're fading away is because they're too close to their future selves, and it creates a paradox, a time paradox. So he's telling them to get back to the past immediately. Before this, before this could take place, they had to go back to Sailor Pluto. Now, Endymion goes and talks to ask Sailor Pluto for time key. Now, King Endymion is saying all these things and praising Sailor Pluto. If y'all don't know, Pluto is in love with King Endymion. And somebody, I found an image online. I found the image online. Somebody is very shady for this. It read, Sailor Pluto shakes the hand of the wife of the king who she's in love with. I'm like, really? Are y'all really gonna do this? But it's true. It is so true. It's written on the walls. So they go back to the past. Mamoru said he's gonna take Chibiusa to his house and protect her. Usagi gets jealous because he's giving all her his time to her, which she was like, basically saying, why can't why can't we both protect her? Is she's our daughter too? She's my daughter too. Which she comes to realize is to the effect of why she's jealous, and she's like, that's my daughter. Why am I jealous of her? But she feels insecure. So the next morning, Chibiusa goes back to the future, and at this point, um, Mamoru finds out, and all of them goes back. So they go back to the future, and Elsmerod, she's there, and well, I forgot to tell you, she was spying on, um, Demand, and Demand was looking at the picture of Queen Serenity, which we already know. No, excuse me, Queen Neo Serenity, which means Neo. That's the way it's pronounced in Japanese. But so she was trying to, she's trying to win his heart. The only way she thinks she can win his heart is if she gets rid of Sailor Moon. She goes off and she starts fighting. She captures Moon, Venus, and Tuxedo Mask. She already got Chibiusa trapped. Now, at this point, she's happy, and Sailor Moon cannot use her powers. So once Tuxedo Mask and King Endymion destroys her, Usagi is trying to figure out why she can't use her powers. She got a revelation of what Chibiusa said. No matter the silver crystal of the past cannot work in the future. At this point, once that is said, Prince Damon comes in, and he basically takes Sailor Moon by force. And when I mean by force, he has a Jagan eye, and he actually paralyzes her. And that's where we're going to stop until the next episode. You guys join me for that one because it's going to be good. And I will see you guys later.